Did you know that Nintendo made an accessory that puts players to sleep?
Or that Xbox designed the only play and sniff controller, and it smelled like pizza.
These are video game accessories you didn't know existed.
This is a regular Nintendo 64 controller.
Familiar?
Take a look at that.
No.
Oh yeah.
The fishing controller.
I love it.
And apparently it was made for one game in particular, which was only available in Japan. I'd also heard that it worked with Bass Hunter 64. How do you think this works? Whenever I cast a line out,
Love to do like a Wiimote.
the A button.
Ah.
So you just pressed it.
And now,
We wait.
Anybody got a beer?
Yeah.
now here's the worst part.
Oh no, you
Are
can't
you
read
kidding
them.
me? It's not even real.
The whole game you can control without even touching that.
It's just a
Man.
button.
Stop.
Oh.
We gotta catch one fish, or else this is all for nothing. We're not eating tonight if we don't catch this fish. This controller could have been so fun. I would have played this game for hours.
This game is way too realistic. Why are there no fish in this?
The lake is polluted.
It feels and looks like it should work. I can't tell you if it actually does, or if we got a broken one.
I think this could be really improved upon.
Yeah, just by doing anything other than what it's doing.
Literally anything else.
Switch plant stand.
Whoa.
Joy-Cons in 10 games around the bottom.
So this is 3D printed. Oh yeah, this is like modular. I don't know about that though. Oh boy.
Do I want to put my expensive switch on top of that thing?
Are you nervous about this, Daniel? You think it's gonna fall over?
I'm a tad nervous about this one. It looks like there's a little hole in top, so you can like put a charge. Oh my lord! It looks like you'll thread the charger through here.
Oh my god, this is not sturdy at all.
I feel like if I saw this at somebody's house, I'd be like, "Whoa!
Yeah.
Like that's amazing!"
Pretty
but
incredible.
They'd have to be a pretty risky bunch.
It's like the prototype that like still needs a lot of engineering, and clearly it's in the beginner stages.
10 out of 10 idea. Execution, a bit to be desired. This is the Game Boy camera and the Game Boy printer.
Whoa.
I own these. I had these as a kid. This little cartridge has a camera in it. You can turn this around.
Whoa.
360 does go. Take it to concerts and just hold that up.
Oh man. What concert did you take it to?
Right, so the camera. All right, so ready? 3, 2, 1.
Oh, look at that.
That's the picture you get.
That's pretty good.
You would hook it up to this printer.
The receipt printer.
Yep, which by the way, stuff took a lot of batteries back then. This one took
God.
6 batteries.
Why?
To prove that this actually is mine.
Wait.
I've got a young picture
Oh
of Daniel.
my god!
Look at that. I'm in.
I'm in.
I love it.
Bring back the selfie machine, Nintendo.
So we've been virtual fishing with our accessories, but let's go real fishing. Introducing the Game Boy's sonar.
It's exactly what it sounds like. A sonar device that hooks up to the Game Boy so players can find fish.
It was a sonar transmitter, and you would have this like buoy that you would throw in the lake, and it would find fish with your Game Boy.
All right, can we get the bait? And you know what? Grab the Game Boy.
You've got this screen and a microchip, a little computer. Let's find ways to use it so you don't have to buy another whole like sonar with its own thing. Like you've got this Game Boy that's so versatile. If you caught a fish though, using that, you'd feel real good.
I would take a selfie with my Game Boy camera. I
Yeah,
would be
you
like,
would.
whoa, man.
The Wii Sports Accessory Pack, where you can go even deeper into the Wii Sports ecosystem.
To use this, one would simply pop their Wii remote into the slot and lock in their preferred sports equipment.
He sounds thrilled.
Fun fact, some sporting peripherals didn't lock in correctly, leading to loose controllers and broken TVs.
Look out, camera crew.
How attached are you guys to your limbs?
Wii Sports Resort.
Wow, we're going on vacation.
That's right. Handlebars for like a motorcycle.
Oh, the bike racing one.
Bow and an arrow
The
thing.
archery one.
The frisbee. We're gonna put the controller in the frisbee.
Are you gonna yeet
And
the
I'm
controller?
gonna throw the
throw it?
controller.
Whose controller is this?
Who cares?
All right, Daly's behind the TV.
Go on, Garrett.
Whoa! I hit the bar.
Okay, here we go.
Whoa!
You should have thrown the Wii remote.
Look how pretty that is. Should I go pro?
I'm not gonna throw it this time. Nope.
What about the sword play? Bro.
Alright.
Bro, you look like you're gonna commit some crimes. Alright, so I have the stupid little Wiimote.
Yeah, but I
Aaron's
could really hit you.
Do you comment on their headgear?
Now you refuse to.
Jeez.
Wow.
So did the sword help?
Dang, I went ready for that.
Whoa. Round 2.
Round 2.
What's going on here?
Yours, point it at the sensor bar.
Oh, there it is. Man, it doesn't really see this very well. Hold on.
I think that answers that question.
So not only does it block the sensor bar on the controller, but these things will easily fly off.
This didn't help me at all.
In fact, it made you actively worse.
Are you ready to get drugged during your video game?
What?
As a child in surgery.
It's getting worse.
This is the Petta Sedate.
Which was a laughing gas Game Boy hybrid that would sedate children while they were waiting to get their cavities filled.
So this never actually was commercially produced, but the idea is there.
This is another Game Boy thing.
Uh-huh.
They tried, I mean, the Game Boy was successful, but they were trying everything. They're like, maybe you can ski on it. Like, you know, like, I don't
Fish
know.
with it.
You could have a Game Boy and be sedated, but why is it connected?
Yeah.
Yeah. How high was the demand?
There's a reason this one probably didn't make it to market. While I was researching some of these products, I came across a product we sell at Vat 19. This is the Snacktive.
What a promo.
And we also have one of the ultimate snacks.
Ooh, look at you go.
All right, I don't want to use this Snacktive anymore.
No, thank you.
And if you haven't seen it, Edward Snacktive Hands is probably one of my favorite characters.
Oh.
Cinematic classic.
No Cheeto dust, no snack dust, so you can play all your games.
It really works.
Let's talk about our robotic operating buddy. You might recognize him from the Super Smash Bros. Franchise.
Rob stands for Robotic Operating Buddy. He was essentially a player
Wow.
2 in the NES game Snack Up and
fancy.
Gyromite. They made Rob because of the video game crash of 1983.
That is really cool.
So for a little bit of context, the video game crash of '83, everybody was getting in on this fad of creating video games. Kool-Aid Man, Chester Cheetah, they all had video games. They were all mostly garbage. And so people just kind of stopped buying video games. Then Nintendo comes along, here's a robot, here's a console that's focused on fun and games, and he would just like slowly turn and press a button down on the controller, and it's kind of silly, but
It's great for people who play video games and are super lonely.
I'm sorry, I'm playing with a robot today, like, what?
Plug and play snowboarder. Tony Hawk come to life and also in the snow.
Watch. Cool. Whoa. Slalom, half pipe, and big air competition.
Oh, you got a snail fish.
With Play TV snowboard.
You got a snailfish.
This reminds me of a Tony Hawk Ride. Tony Hawk Ride performed so poorly because the board just didn't work. The idea that this will...
So this is like the little board sits on it, and it's got little like buttons here that sense your movement, so you can kind of like direct the board as you go. Are y'all ready to hit the slopes with me, Eric? Whoa. I'm started?
Well, you're going,
Oh
dude.
God, here I go. Whoa! Whoa! All right, I'm done. Oh! Oh my God.
Bro, you gotta bend your knees more.
Gotta get nailed it.
This game seems kind of rigged.
I gotta say though, this looks like crap.
What?
You look like you're having a blast, and your character
Dude, it's
does
hard.
too. Wait for it. Oh! There it is.
I wonder if I need to like go back when I land.
I wonder if we need to chuck this out a window.
Dude, you're so mean to this game.
So the base is supposed to come up or not? Because the base is constantly coming up off the floor.
How do we go back?
Exactly. Oh, you're in, you're doing it.
Oh, whoa. It's right. Woo!
We're hitting on the back.
Oh, wow, he's going into space.
Dang! Ah! Dude, you gotta do a trick. Do an ollie.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, now land it.
Land it,
land
Daniel.
it.
You gotta hit the back. Woo! Almost.
I really got into Radica.
Well, like, it didn't work.
It worked fine, dude. Did you see me landing those jumps?
I want to take this out on the real slopes and see if it actually works. Have you ever been sewing while playing a Game Boy?
No.
Not yet.
Nobody has.
Well, I have a product for you regardless.
This officially licensed sewing machine is almost entirely controlled by the Nintendo Game Boy.
Why?
Oh my god.
It tells the machine what stitch pattern to use, what letters and symbols to write.
You can write letters with it?
That's pretty crazy. There's so many Game Boy products that are less about the Game Boy and more about just hacking into the Game Boy
Yeah.
and using it for parts.
Plop it right in, and now you have a sewing machine that has a Game Boy in it.
So like, was it more of a gimmick, or was it to like save you money because you've got this interface that you can control, now just plop it in there?
As far as I understand, in Japan, gimmicks are not seen as a bad thing. Like the Wii was kind of a gimmick. It was just like the motion control thing. And then it became this huge craze. I mean, Nintendo with the Wii was gonna make a heartbeat sensor.
Maybe this was like kind of revolutionary.
Do you think it could take selfies?
This is the Spider Sense Spider-Man Webmaster, and it's basically a little console that has this web slinger game built in.
I feel like Spider-Man. He has a big lump on the top of his
And he
arm.
shoots it like a gun.
Yeah, he shoots his webs like a gun at people.
Secondary controls, if you want to control your game menus. They got the B button up here, they got the A down here.
It washes your car, it makes your dinner.
Let's play. Whoa, these graphics are killer!
All right.
Whoa, there's so many things.
It's motion control.
Oh my god.
Here we go.
Oh my god! It's like Subway Surfers!
Punch him!
I would think you would be webbing your way around New York, not running on trains.
I
Gotta
know.
avoid the cranes though. A lot of the construction.
Let me throw him.
Oh, he just threw
he had a
grenade
bomb?
at you?
God bless
What
him.
a terrorist.
Is this what New York is like? Guys, this sucks.
The motion controls, they're pretty good.
Oh, well
done. It says skill level okay.
Okay! We did it!
If that was in my office, I think y'all are coming in there and playing it all the time.
Spider-Man's known for web swinging. Why are we running on trains? Not loving it.
The original Game Boy, I was playing Metroid on it. The screen is very small, okay?
Very green.
If you wanted a bigger screen, today you would hook it up to your TV like a Switch. Back in the day, you wanted that thing bigger, you would take a magnifying glass and you would put a magnifying glass on the screen.
You reverse engineered it.
That's right. It was a game changer.
Literally.
Like, yeah. At night, if you're on a road trip, you need that booster boy. I think this one too had extra speakers.
Yes, it did.
That it would like boost the audio.
Turned it into a game man.
Yeah.
Back in the day when there was like a school trip, there was always one kid who was the envy of every other kid on the bus or the van or whatever. And it was the kid with the Game Gear TV tuner. And you could pick up TV signals wherever you were. They can't work anymore because all of our TV signals are digital now. But we did find one guy who figured out how to set it up with a digital converter.
Yeah, there you go. There is a TV working again on the Sega Game Gear TV tuner.
Man, watching TV on the bus for a little bit before the signal craps out.
Pretty
Must have been the life.
That's pretty cool.
Xbox made a scented controller.
No.
And did it smell like lilacs? No, it smelled like pizza.
Ew.
From the Ninja Turtles. Just came out last year.
Bro, this seems like something they would do in the 80s.
Smell test.
I'm just gonna smell it.
That's pizza.
Oh, you put the scent in it.
That's pizza.
So I guess it really smelled like pizza, according to this guy. So it's like an essential oil that you put into your controller.
Who's got the time? We have like Pizza Hard candy at VAT 19. It doesn't smell great.
But I don't hate the idea of like a scented controller thing.
It emits like a little puff.
That's what I was thinking as you're playing, and then just like the pizza smell just goes like.
Yeah, if you get hit with like a grenade or something, it's like.
Oh yeah, you smell the smoke?
I don't think anybody who has this is actively using it.
All right, this next accessory is alive, but we don't have enough time, so bye!
Bye!
VAT19.com